A very good morning, dear students. The last 3 days we were discussing the second chapter of your English literature, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Dear students, we have discussed many points and we have seen Nelson Mandela, the new president of South Africa. He is giving a promise to the society. He never allow this apartheid policy. What is apartheid policy? Yeah, the discrimination in the base of color. He never allow the social evil to come and rule again in the society. And dear students, we have seen this apartheid policy. He is saying that the another side effect and the another side effect of this apartheid policy. What is the another side effect? Yeah, he said that this policy created a kind of people, those who are very great, those who are with lot of courage and who stood against this policy and fought with him. Dear students, now we will read further and we will understand the chapter. I was not born with a hunger to be free. So here he says that he was not born with a hunger to be free or fight against the apartheid policy. I was born free, free in every way that I could know. So he was saying that he is free like any other child. So he was able to do things like a normal children are doing in that area. Free to run in the fields near my mother's hut. Free to swim in the clear stream that ran through my village. Free to roast mealies under the stars and ride the broad backs of slow moving bulls. So he was free to do certain things, especially he obeyed the rules set by the tribes or the family. He was free to run about. He was free to swim. He was free to roast the mealies. Mealies are nothing but like the maize corn. He was also free to sit on bulls and have a nice ride. So, as long as I obeyed my father and abide by the customs of my tribe, I was not troubled by the laws of. So, he is saying that as long he obeyed his father and the rules by the tribe, his tribe, he was not troubled by anyone, either by the government or anybody else. It was only when that I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion. So it is only then he understood he desire for freedom was an illusion. That means it was a kind of a false idea or a belief. So that he was not really free. When I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me, that I began to hunger for it. So only when he became a young man, he understood that he was not free anymore and he had to obey certain rules and regulations. And he actually began to hunger for it. That means he started to think about the freedom. He wanted to be free and whatever he liked to do. At first, as a student, I want to free only for myself. The transitory freedoms of being able to stay out at night, read what I pleased, and go where I choose. So he's saying when he was a student, he want freedom for himself. He wanted to small freedom to do things whatever he wanted. He is saying that's transitory freedom. Transitory means things that are not permanent. He wanted to small freedom. He wanted to freely stay at the or move at the night or whatever he want to do. So these are the small freedom that he wanted as a young student. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedom of achieving my potential, of earning my keep, of marrying and having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. So later, when he became a young man and when he started living in Johannesburg, he wanted a basic freedom and honorable freedom of achieving his potential. That means earning a job and earning my keep means able to save his money whatever he got from his job, and then able to marry and have a family. The freedom to be not to be obstructed and lawful life. He wanted to live a lawful life by marrying and having a family, and he didn't want anybody to obstruct and stop him to doing these whole things. But then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. So when he was a young man, he wanted to marry and have a family and lead a lawful life. But then he understood he was not free to do this. And he also understood that it is not only his brothers and sisters are not free. So I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. So he is saying that it is not only his own freedom, but people like him, all of them were not free to do what they want to do, especially people around him. That is when I joined the African National Congress. So he says that when he understood that he and people like him could not enjoy the freedom or even the basic rights, he joined the African National Congress. And and this is when he hungered for the hunger for my own freedom become the greater hunger for the freedom of my own people. So he also understood that not only he was yearning for the freedom, people like him all over in this country, everybody is looking for the same, and he wanted to represent them and fight for their freedom. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self respect that animated my life. So he is saying that his desire for getting the freedom for his people and to live their life with dignity. Dignity means having honor and self respect that animated by other people. So he is saying that these are the characters led him to start this freedom struggle in order to fight for the freedom for the people. He wanted to his people to live a beautiful life, a self-respected life, and for this freedom that necessary. So he thought that this should be the most important factors that are making him to fight for the freedom of his country. That transformed a frightened young man into a bold one. So he says that now has a desire, he has a responsibility to bring back the freedom of his people so they will be able to live. Dignity and self respect. So, because of his fighting for this, he is saying that he was a young man who was very quiet and silent, and actually a frightened young man. And he says that because of this started for fighting this freedom, he became a bold man. It changed into a bold one in order to rebel and starting a discriminations that was shown to him and his people. So he says that he was frightened man and he became a bold man because he was fighting for this freedom of his people. That drove a law abiding attorney to become a criminal. So he was also attorney and abiding by the law. All of this he followed these rules and regulations of laws by the country. But then because he was fighting for this country, for its people, he was turned into a, or he changed into a criminal according to those people, those who are in the government. So they treated him like a criminal. That turned a family loving husband into a man without a home. So he was a man who wanted to have a family and live a very normal life. So then because of this policy of apartheid and all that, he was not able to live a normal life. He was changed into a man without a home. That forced a life loving man to live like a monk. So he was a man who liked to live a very normal life like a normal man. But then he was changed into a monk. Who is a monk? A monk is a person a member of any religious community who has to live under certain conditions by foregoing their normal pleasures, etc. So he was a man who had to focus so many things just because of he was fighting for against this authority or or against this government. I'm no more virtuous of self-sacrificing than the next man. So he is considering him of equal to any other man just like him. What is virtuous? Virtuous means a person shows high moral standard. So that means a follow all the principles, etc. So he is saying that as much as he sees self-sacrificing life any other man, but then I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. So he is saying that he had some amount of freedom, but he says that he was not able to enjoy this amount of small freedoms because he understood that the people like him, they are not people like, they are not able to do anything, the basic rights were not there. When he understood these practices, he was not able to enjoy even the limited freedom that he had. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains of all of my people were the chains on me. So he says that freedom is like it is indivisible. Indivisible means something that cannot be divided. So he is saying that if anybody's freedom is snatched away or taken away, it means it is taking away the freedom from all the people. When he also says that taking the freedom of all his people means taking away his own freedom. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. So, oppressor is a person who suppresses, who torments the others. So, he is saying that the oppressor must also be liberated, must be set free, like a person who is oppressed. So he says that it is equally necessary that a person who is tormenting somebody else must also be liberated, because a man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. So he says that it is necessary for the oppressor to be free, because otherwise he will be treated as a prisoner of hatred. All the people who had been torturing he started hating to such an extent that he himself feels that he has become a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow mindedness. So this oppressor will be always locked at the bars of prejudice. What is prejudice? Having strong dislike towards any community or any other common race of the people or whatever things. So such people who are oppressing others will be prisoners, or they always be behind the bars of this prejudice and narrow mindedness. What is narrow mindedness? It means being very narrow or very selfish. The oppressor and the oppressed like the robbed about the humanity. So he says that oppressor and oppressed. Oppressed is a person who oppresses, and oppressor is a person who suffers or losing their freedom. So both of these people are not free when they indulge in taking away and losing their freedom. So both these people are losing their humanity. So what is humanity? Or all the human qualities. So both of them are, they are losing their quality, and it need to be free from such badness of life. So these are the things that forced him to be a freedom fighter, and he worked for the welfare of his nation, and finally he has achieved the freedom which has been taken away taken away very forcefully. So now he has achieved the freedom finally. So dear students, this was the chapter Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom.